Thank you for joining us. I'm Alexandra Mitchell. I'm the programming manager at SeriesFest, and I'm joined with Alexei Kiselev with the pilot Psycho, who is the producer. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. My first question is, what was the inspiration for the project and how did you get involved?
Well, to be honest, the inspiration of the project altogether was just the time that we are in right now, the time that we're living in at this particular moment in Moscow, in Russia, and probably not just here. How did I get involved in it? My co-producer and co-founder of our production company. Actually, he came up with the idea of psychological drama about psychiatrists, and it was him with his father, who's the director also of this project, Fedor, that came up with an idea, and they had in mind already an actor, Konstantin Bogomolov, and it's like a family affair here in a way. You know that all of the things came together. We just decided to open a production company. They were talking about the idea of psychological drama about a weird doctor, you know, reference to, I don't know how, Dr. House, Patrick Melrose came out at that point. It's not really about the doctor, but about, you know, those kind of the person that has the problems with personal problems, maybe alcohol, drugs, and so on. So, and at that point, Paulina wrote, based on those ideas, Paulina wrote a synopsis, and we loved the idea, and we decided to film a pilot about it. And first, it was the pilot that was born, and so I think it just really. It's like you know, at the right moment, right time, right place, in a way. You know, when everything comes in, we started a production company. There was an idea between father and son, a young producer, a very well-known director, a young and debut writer as Paulina. And all of the things came together, and we showed one page to Konstantin, who is also a very famous theater director. And he read it, and he agreed straight away. So it was like all of the things came together, which is very rare. And we decided to do. And this was our pilot project, our debut work. It was a debut work for us as a young production company. It was a debut work for Fedor as a director in TV series, although he filmed so many projects and produced so many works. It was definitely an amazing debut work for Paulina as a writer.
Wonderful. And this piece has a lot of strong characters, especially the main character, Oleg, which everything revolves around him. Did the characters change at all during production?
I think it's of course it would be the question best asked to the director, but I think that us as a group, as a creative group, as the work with the director, the writer, of course we saw the character, or the Oleg's character, from the beginning, how he evolved during all of the 8 episodes, where he paused and where he ended, in a way, and the way that he changed during all of the episodes. I wouldn't say that we somehow went away from the story that was put in place as but I think Fedor and the way he worked with the Konstantin um, that is played. I think no, I think that we knew exactly what he has to do, what he will do in the end, and it's just the amazing synergy between Fedor and Konstantin made that happen. What you saw as a result, and of course constant work with. Because Paulina was there with us at the filming, you know, um, she was editing dialogues and saying, wait a second, you know, I think he has to say this in order for him to, you know, evolve to the next episode and so on. And of course, it's a teamwork and a very rare teamwork, I think. So again, right time, right place for everybody to want this so badly to happen that it became what you saw basically on the screen.
Right. And one of my favorite visual aspects is the glasses, the red glasses. I'd love to know how that choice was made, if there were a couple of different colors you guys looked at.
You know, to be honest, I don't particularly recall how it became. I think it was a Fedor's and Paulina's final idea, but we wanted to. We wanted to how Oleg. It's basically how Oleg sees the world. You know, in his. It ended up he sees it in his red color. So it's everything, you know, it's like pink glasses in a way. He sees everything completely different. So for him, that's why we kind of made it, and then we also played it with visually editing, and we had a poster because again a big teamwork from you know, like Fedor gave us complete creative freedom in a way, because we chose, you know, as you can see throughout the whole series, there is the sound, there is the colors, there is the red glasses, there is different aspects of red and dark green, dark blue, and this is all like a decision that was made together, that it has to be go from the first episode to the last episode, and it did not change because that's the mood of the characters. Maybe so it was a very important aspect in clothes. So we worked very, very closely together with Tatiana Dolmatowska, who's the costume designer, and all the creative team, that to be able to, you know, each character had their own color, and that depended on the mood of the character. So it was very, very lots of work put into those little details that in the end basically kind of gives either the coldness of the character or the warmth or and so on. So yes, absolutely, as you said, the red color, it's how he sees the world in a way.
I love it. And then what were some of the main challenges you guys had, whether it was during the pilot or just creating the series?
You know, I think for us as a debut production company, it was a huge responsibility. Of course, first we were chosen by Fedor and by Paulina to produce their debut work. You know, it's a huge responsibility, just that to be that Fedor allowed us to produce their first work together with his wife, who's you know, it gives a huge responsibility because you know, of course, there's lots of talk behind the scenes. Okay, there is Fedor, there is you know, his son, us as the producers, everything is going to work out, but it's huge responsibility straight away, even from the first page that is written. The team, And then we got hit by the pandemic of COVID, you know, and we spent the whole pre-production process was on Zoom. Like we literally, as soon as we were able to go outside, we started filming. So I don't know, 56 or 57, I don't know, maybe 60, even more people meeting every day on Zoom, different departments. So basically we just had like, I don't know, 1 week before shooting to meet and do fittings, meetings, and so on and so on. So that was the main challenge. Of course, first, huge responsibility. You know, there was no any other way not to do it. And expectations, huge expectations. As you know, as Fedor is probably one of the most well-known film directors in Russian Federation, not only film directors but producers and actors, and of course expectations. And I think we kind of showed everybody that we were able to do it, and surprised probably a lot of people too. And I think just and of course the, how do you say, the quality of the set, the quality of everything. As for myself, I've been living in, because I moved back to Russia, you know, a few years ago. I've been living in London, Paris, and New York, and I studied in St. Martin's fashion. And for me, I watched a lot of productions here, and I wanted to do a bit more for the quality of the set, for the quality of the actors when they come, from food to drink to I don't know, their living, kind of, because, you know, we're together for 8 months in a way. And then we had very little time for post-production, because we were literally doing post-production and then like giving out the episodes, doing post-production, giving out the episodes like per week. So it was hectic, but we loved it, and I think we even started now we're doing other projects, and we're doing the same kind of formula, and in a way showed a new kind of quality for the Russian market, and which is cool, I think, for young. I think the main challenge was the pandemic. You know, we wanted to start because everything was ready. We did spend more time on the script, which was good, and Paulina showed amazing talent, because she was she's also a very well-known actress, theater and film and TV series, but you know, she surprised everybody with an amazing script, and that was like every time I have a meeting now with executives, the first thing they ask me, did she really write that? And I'm like, yes, because I was there on Zoom with her every day. So like, yeah, she actually did it. So I think there were a lot of many challenges, but you know, the result, you've seen the result. So
and it's fantastic.
Yeah, we beat those challenges. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Alexei, for sharing Psycho with us and for sharing it with our audience. And thanks for joining me today.
Thank you very much. It was very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.